Today, I'm going to be taking out my brand new foldable kayak and doing some micro soft plastic fishing. We're going to be catching multiple different species and putting a lot of them into the pool pond. But instead of using regular lures I bought from the store, we're actually going to be using some lures that were sent in by you guys, the subscribers. I'll be starting with all the footage that we missed from the last pool pond video, but then we've got a whole lot of brand new footage with other lures. And make sure you stick around all the way till the end because we're going to be releasing a brand new species into the pool pond. We've got a brand new foldable kayak, but before we can get into that, we've got to go back in time a little bit to the last pool pond video. I know a lot of you guys really wanted to see all the footage that I had to cut from the last video, so here's the footage of those fish. Alright guys, today's mission is pretty simple. We're going to catch as many fish as possible using only a small hook and soft plastics. Now some of these soft plastics I bought at the store, and some of them you guys actually sent to my P.O. box, so we'll see those in just a second. For now, let's get everything rigged up. We have a ton of baits to choose from, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'll show them off as I go. Now, I bought some more lures from Scott K. If y'all saw the multi-species fishing challenge, you know these things catch, so I had to pick up some more of those. But also, one of my viewers, Aiden's Outdoors, he decided to send in some soft plastics as well, so we're going to try those out. We've got some Redbud swimmers, some Cloudy Cream swimmers, some Peach Pie shad. He had also sent me some Senkos, but those aren't technically micro soft plastics, so we're going to only go with the micro ones. For these water conditions, I think the Redbud swimmers are going to be awesome. These guys are super soft and they got a nice slim profile, so I think they're going to work really well. And again, today we are using the Lew's American Hero We Go To. This rod has been super good for casting those micro lures. We've got some 8-pound line on here. There's no way that was a bite already. It might have been grass. I don't know. We'll see. Oh no, that was definitely a fish. First cast, and we've already got some action. Oh, the joys of going to public fishing spots. This is a beautiful triple blade buzzbait, and all I gotta do is get a new skirt for it. Okay, it's gonna be kind of hard to cast right here without getting stuck in a tree. But if we can, I think we might be able to catch a fish. It's a little bit less weeds. I mean, they're still there, but not quite as bad. Spoke too soon. I'd cast a few times from the bank, but just kept getting caught up in the weeds, so we decided to take out the kayak. Now, this isn't my brand new kayak. This is still my old model. You'll see the new one later on, but even for a kayak that's over 3 years old, this thing still puts in the work. And right off the bat, not even 5 minutes after heading out, we started to get our first signs of life, which is actually not a fish. Oh, look at the size of those turtles. Oh my gosh. Those are some big turtles, holy cow. Got a fish. There we go. Crappie! Oh, crappie! Perfect. Perfect. I've actually been after one of these for the pool pond for so long. Oh, perfect. Ouch. Oh, thank you, Aiden, from Aiden's Outdoors. Y'all check his channel out. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Now, you may recognize this fish as the one that we added to the pool pond. All right, next up is one of these little paddle tail swimmers from Scott K. And hopefully we can catch us a good one with that. Oh, yeah. All right, we got a crappie right here. There could be a school of them. So I'm just gonna kind of hang out in this area. Oh, man. Let's see if I can catch another one. I think that might have been a fish. I don't think that was the grass. I fished around for a couple hours but didn't catch anything. It seemed like the fish just weren't out and about. So I switched tactics to a bobber with some live bait just to see if I could catch something else, and that's when I caught a glimpse of a giant fish. I just saw a good size grinnell over there. It's coming straight towards my bait. No, it's not. Dang it. He might. If I cause enough of a ruckus, maybe. Oh, he's big. He's big. Is that a redfish? Watching it back, I'm not sure if that's a bowfin or a redfish. It kind of looks like either one, but either way, we didn't catch it, so we packed it up from this location to move on to the next. And yes, we're getting back to regular microfishing. Well, we've been out fishing for 3 hours now. I am absolutely drenched in sweat, but we're gonna have to try out a new spot because this one just really isn't working. Now, like I said before, this is all footage from the last pool pond video, so we're going back to this lake, and I'm going to be showing you guys all the different fish that we caught here, because I was only able to show like one in the last video. Oh, good thump. That was a good thump. Oh my gosh, that might have been a bass. Whatever that was, that thumped it hard. Okay, it's definitely working, getting attention. Kind of need to cast it and reel it in this little line right here. Seems like reeling it a little bit slower is what they're wanting. They're not wanting it fast. They're wanting it low and slow. Just go cast in a random direction. Who knows? I don't know this place too much, so I don't know if there's like some hidden structure or what, but there's always a chance there is. Maybe there's a tree right in front of us and I don't even know about it. There we go. Crappie. Oh, good size one. I saw him come up for it. Oh, man. Oh, beautiful little crappie. We're going to put him in the pool pond, too. Pass this away. Try and retrieve from the side. Let me tell you, it is hot. I do not blame these fish for being real deep. Oh, there we go. We got something. Oh, bass. Sweet. Nice. All right, we've already got 2 bass for the pool pond. So, honestly, I don't know. See, we could add a third. If we add a third bass, we got to make sure we add plenty more bait fish. I mean, he's perfect size for the pool pond. I say we keep him for now, and if they cause problems, I can always release him into the backyard pond. All right, the next color we're going to be using is this really sparkly blue. Huge thank you to Scott K and to Ripley and Remington for helping pick out these lures. I'd imagine this bright color reflecting in the sun is probably going to be pretty good, especially for those crappie. Oh, that one looks really pretty in the water. Look at that. Let me show that off to you guys. It's really bright. It's got a nice shine to it. And the action is phenomenal. Let's get this sucker out there. Oop, got him. There we go. There we go. Okay. I knew it. I knew it was going to work. I thought I was going to catch a crappie first, to be honest. But my goodness, these lures work. I'm going to put this guy in the backyard pond, so we'll still keep him, and we'll just release him out in the backyard pond instead. But look at that beauty on a beautiful little micro lure. All right, next up are Aiden's Outdoors Cloudy Cream Swimmers. We're going to try them out. Now, since the fish are biting so low, I think that since these lures are so lightweight, and they're able to sink faster, we might have a good catch rate on these. The only thing that I'm concerned about is that maybe, since they're like almost clear, that might have a negative effect, but who knows? Oh, we got a bite. We had a bite. Just as I was saying, I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. We get a bite. It was right there too, so I'm gonna cast kind of far. I was popping it for a second, but then once I started to just reel it slowly, that's when I got my bite. So I'm just gonna do a slow retrieve, let that paddle tail do all of its action instead of twitching it. We'll see if that works. I mean, it looks fairly natural to like a minnow, so I think it'll be okay. I just don't know how it's gonna look a little bit deeper in the water. But to be honest with you, and this is something that'll be a little bit debated in the comments, once you get to a certain depth where the fish can't really see, color doesn't matter. So I know some people who like swear by one color of crawfish or something, but if you think about it, there's no light down there. If they don't, oh, dang, had a fish. Anyways, what I was saying is there's no light deep down there, so they're all fishing based on action. Action matters a lot more than color, unless the fish can actually see the lure. Now, in clear waters or in the shallow parts of the waters, color absolutely does matter. But when you're deep to where light can't get down there, color doesn't matter because they can't see the color. So I think if I fish this thing deep enough, color won't matter. And I mean, we just got a good bite, so I'm fairly certain this thing will catch. A lot of people ask for like fishing tips. And the best tip I can give you is make your lure look like whatever they're eating. So like around here, I don't know if y'all can see them in the water, but there's lots of those little mosquito fish. We just call them minnows. So there's lots of those around. So I'm kind of twitching it around like one of those minnows, but you want to make it an easier meal. Oh, there we go. You want to make it an easier meal than the natural stuff, because that way they actually target your lure rather than just the regular fish. But here we go, another bass. Aiden's outdoors, y'all. Go check him out. Looks like he got the tail off of it. But look at that. Another beautiful small bass. If you look, there's this little dark line that goes all the way around. That's the lateral line, and pretty much all fish have that line. Most predatory fish. Some of the bait fish might not have it, but most predator fish are going to have that line that goes all the way down them, and that's to help sense prey in dark environments. Even without the tail, this thing is still having quite a bit of action, but we're going to go ahead and switch over to one of Scott's lures. All right, well, it's time to go. My phone has started to overheat, so it powers off every 10 seconds, so we got to get back to the house. And of course, we released the crappie and one bass into the front yard pond, but we also released the other 2 bass in the backyard pond. Ooh, we had some good rain back here too, so the water's nice and cool. There they go. I'm gonna give them a second to adjust. Okay, that first one took off. We're gonna give this one a second. There he goes. There he goes. Just took him a second to catch his breath. We are gonna be doing a brand new project with this backyard pond coming soon, so keep an eye out for that too. We got lots of pond and pool pond content coming very soon, so make sure you're subscribed to see all of that. But for now, it's time for us to go out in our brand new kayak. All right, so my brand new kayak came in from Tuck Tech. This is the 2025 model, and it has a lot of improvements from the last one I was using. And in case you were wondering like how heavy this thing is, I can curl this thing up one-handed. I think they say it's around 30, maybe 35 pounds, something like that. So it's not heavy at all. Once you unravel it, it is that long. This thing is huge and it's super stable, but they've made a ton of improvements since I got mine. So this is it all fully folded up, and my goodness, this thing is so much better. For starters, it used to have these pins that you had to put in, and they were so annoying, but now, they just got this little lip under them that catches right there. So that's super convenient, and it locks in place nice and snug. The next improvement is this rudder. The problem with my old rudder is it kept getting bent because it was stuck in place. This one's kind of removable, so that's really cool. And it kind of seems like it'll be able to go up and down and move along, and you won't get bogged down in weeds, which is a big problem I had with the old one. For the sides, they used to have these really ugly foam things that just tore up really easily. I always took mine off, but now it's got this nice soft rim. That's super cool. And they have this internal skeleton that helps keep it nice and open. And lastly, this front thing used to clip with a little piece of plastic with the old models. These new ones are those Velcro straps. They hold a lot tighter and they're a lot easier to set up. Okay, we've got everything loaded up. We've got the live well in the back, a drink, our lures, our rod, and our paddles, and everything fits perfectly fine. It is a very toasty day, about 94 degrees right now, so it's pretty hot, but hopefully we'll still be able to catch some fish. All right, this is my new kayak's maiden voyage. Let's get out of the rocks here. There we go. Okay, kayak's maiden voyage. So far, everything's pretty good. Seems stable. Now, this is brand new, so I probably need to break it in a little bit before it's going to be as stable as it will be when everything's done with it. But it seems to kind of glide really well on the surface, even with all these lily pads kind of cutting straight through. So, definitely like their newer model. The real test is going to be seeing if I can stand up and fish in it like I can with my old one. That's going to be the real test. I don't think it's really recommended by Tuck Tech to do that, but we'll see. Okay. Whew. Moment of truth. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous. Oh, dude. This thing is actually really stable. Like, I just tried to get it a little destabilized. This thing is great. Oh, that was the one thing I was worried about, was if I was going to be able to stand up and fish in it. But man, it looks great. Let's see if we can hook into a good sized fish here and prove it. Since the fish are a little bit deeper right now, I had actually found this in a tree in this location a long time ago. So we're going to go ahead and tie this on and put our soft plastics on this. It is a slightly bigger hook, but it's a lot heavier, and it's got this little thing, which I think is going to help attract a lot of fish. All right, that's what we're working with now. I got the really shiny blue one and on the little spinner thing. Let's check it out. All right, we're standing back up. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that is going to crush. The vibration from the tail and the spinner combined is going to go crazy. Oh, was that a fish? I just watched something come over and swipe it. Oh my gosh, we've been fishing for 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just cast way too far behind me. Oh, I had a fish. I had a fish. Oh my gosh. He took this hook. He took the entire hook when I set the hook. I was like, there's no way. I watched him grab it. Oh, dude. That was a good fish. All right, well, we're back to the regular jig head. I don't know if this is gonna attract as much attention as that spinner did, but if we even get something half the size of the fish that just hit, that's gonna be a good fish. Especially for microfish. Like, that was a good sized bass for regular bass fishing. Oh, man. Okay, now I got something that I've never used before. This is some Berkley Power Bait crappie attractant. So it's supposed to work with like soft plastics and stuff, and you just kind of rub it on there. I don't see how it stays on, but if it attracts crappie and it gets good scent, then we're gonna try it out. Oh, it stinks. Woo-wee. But I'm sure the fish will love that. So let's give it a try and see if that actually makes a difference. Now we have got a couple bites, so if I do get a fish, it doesn't 100% mean it's that effective. But if we keep catching fish, then I think that's a pretty good sign. Especially for right now, it's not the best time for fishing. Oh, I just saw something flicker under there. I don't know if that's a bait fish or what, but it seemed to flicker right next to my lure. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, missed him. That was a bass, that was not a bait fish. There's a lot of fishing products that are just made to try and get a quick buck from you. But if the scent can actually stay on that soft plastic, even after it's been wiggled through the water, this really could be a game changer. I just saw fish hit at it again. Okay, maybe this is legit. I think that's weeds. That's the problem with this summertime fishing. These lily pads have completely taken over control, and then the weeds on the other side take over. So it makes it really hard to fish. All right, so here's the dilemma. I found a somewhat open area to fish. The problem is, when you find really open areas, they tend to not have as many fish as the places with cover. You tend to want to fish the cover. And so the places that I can fish are less likely to have fish. And then, oh, we got one. Okay, never mind. Not a big one, but a pretty one. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. I was about to say, oh man, look how gorgeous that one is. Oh my gosh. That is a beautiful red-spotted sunfish. We're gonna go ahead and release him though. Ouch, stabbed me on the way down. I was about to say it's gonna be tough to catch fish right here because if you're going for like bass or something else, they tend to prefer cover. But if the red spots are real active, they'll fight. Oh, they'll bite in any conditions and they'll fight pretty good. I think they just took my tail. Yep, it's the only problem. They take those little paddle tails. We switched over to a little paddle tail worm. Again, these are from Scott, so let's see. Oh, that's a beautiful cast. You know what? I think I might have just seen a fish. Unless that was my mind playing tricks on me. There we go. Oh, decent one. Bass, just jigging around. I say decent. This is decent for a micro lure, but not very decent for a regular fish. Look at that. All right. Pretty little bass. He's a little bit thick on his belly. Definitely been eating real good. There we go, just jigging up and down by these lily pads. See, that's the problem. The fish are all underneath these lily pads, but I can't get to them because of the lily pads. Now, I mentioned we were going to be doing some store-bought ones too. This is a creme something shad. It's got a little bouncy tail. I think this would be pretty good for crappie, but maybe it'll work for bass too. So we're going to try this one out as well. See if the old shad, we put some of the crappie attractant on it too. We're going to see. I don't think it's going to have quite as much action as the other stuff, so I'm not expecting nearly as good of a result. But maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe this thing's actually super good. It doesn't seem like it's swimming straight. Oh, okay, we're getting bites. We're getting bites. Hold up. I think we just need to stick right here and keep jigging. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ah, got him. A little readier, little shell cracker. Well, we had him. We didn't land him in the boat though, so it doesn't count. But I am done with that lure. That one doesn't have quite as much action. This right here is actually a homemade bait. This is a little Hellgrammite mold that I have with a recycled soft plastic. So these are the ones I made myself, and I think this one's gonna have a lot more action for that jigging motion. Stuff with curly tails, usually, oh yeah, that's gonna do wonders. Watch. I guarantee you, we ain't gonna be fishing for more than 2 minutes. And spoiler alert, I was right. This is 47 seconds later. This one's got some good action when you reel it. It's got good action. Oh, like I said, only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Look at that. Beautiful largemouth bass on the homemade soft plastic, and the tail got ripped off in the process, but that's okay. Honestly, even without the tail, I bet we could catch another. So I'm gonna try. Let me softly drop him down. I don't want to bend down right now since I'm already standing, but there we go on our little Hellgrammite. That was our first cast. We did a little bit of jigging first, but first actual cast, and we caught us a bass. That's pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. Dude, this thing just glides so effortlessly through the water. Even with all these lily pads, it's not really slowing it down that much. Although I do want to slow down because this looks like a really good spot for maybe some goggle eye to hang out. They really love those stumps and stuff. So I'm gonna toss out and see if we can catch us a goggle eye right here. Okay, I see those lily pads over there. I'm hoping I can get out of them without having to go over there. Dang it. Oh, man. Lily pads are kicking my butt today. If I can stay out of the weeds. Ooh. Oh. No way. Something big is right there. Or at least something aggressive. No. These lily pads are very upsetting. See, if you can land right on top of them. Oh, I got the stem. Dang it. I just need to cast away from the lily pads and try to bring it closer to them instead of the other way around. I don't know. The stems go all the way to the bottom and they curve around all crazy. Like, look, I just caught another stem. Dang it. Now look, I know I said I was going to stick to only soft plastics, but we had to switch strategies if we were going to catch a fish because all we were doing was hanging up in all these lily pads, so I decided to take out an old topwater bait from a previous video. There's a lot of fish hitting the surface of the water, so I'm going to put this on, and yes, this is a fly for like fly fishing, but my micro rod can cast it just far enough to where we might be able to catch some fish. Okay, let's see if we can catch us a fish off these lily pads. That's a big bluegill. I don't know if you guys could see it. I saw it come up at it. I think we're about to have some top water micro fishing fun with this thing. Oh, it's just hard to cast. Just gotta give it a quick little pop, but not too much. See, fish already grabbed it. Problem is, they gotta grab it right on the hook. And that's the toughest part, is getting them to grab the hook. Because they've got to basically take the entire bait into their mouth. Otherwise, they miss the hook. Oh, that was a good sized fish. That was probably a gar. Oh, come on. If I can get this thing. Oh, that's a big mullet. Jeez. He went just as I cast, too. Ooh, see, that was a fish. They gotta bite it just right if it's a bluegill. If it's a bass, I could probably hook them. But the bluegill, they've gotta bite it and not just nip the tail. They've gotta actually bite the whole thing. Ooh! Jeez! That, I think, was a bass. There we go. Oh, bass. Told y'all, if a bass bites, I'm gonna get him. Oh, yeah. And there he goes. Unhooked himself. There's some micro top water. Give you a little bit bit of action there. There he goes. Sweet. That was fun. I think we're gonna just keep moving down this way and try in this little spot. Since there's not quite as many lily pads, there's still a lot, so a lot of cover for fish to ambush from. But I think we can get another bass or maybe even some big bluegill. Now that I've been using it for a minute, it might be able to cast a tiny bit further. Not gonna be, dang. I had too much slack in my line from popping it, dang. I was about to say, I'm not gonna be casting it 50 yards, but I'll be able to cast it a little bit further. We're gonna try over here, just in this open area. Maybe we got something. There we go, there we go. We did. Nice, another micro bass. Ouch, quit it. Got him right through the bottom of the lip. Dude, I love a topwater blow up, and it's really cool on one that's like smaller than the size of my pinky, but it can catch fish. Look at that, beautiful little largemouth. Oh, always splashes me. There he goes. Now, hopefully you guys will forgive me for using a not soft plastic in a soft plastic video, but man, when the topwater's going, there ain't nothing else that I want to do. Oh, that was a good sized bluegill. Just didn't have the whole thing quite in his mouth. Man, a bluegill blow up, basically you'll just see your lure sink really quickly. A bass, they'll come up and just smack it. And so when you see the lure just slowly dip under the water like that, that's a bluegill, and most of the time they're just grabbing the tail of it. That was a very aggressive bluegill, but again, they basically got to get the entire lure in their mouth to get hooked, and that's why it's so hard to hook a bluegill with topwater, especially with this lure in particular. I've done it, but it's tough. All right, I got this little beetle spin, and I put one of Scott's lures on there. We're gonna try that out. We have very little daylight left out here, so we're gonna have to hurry. I think I'm gonna try, boom. Oh, watch this. Watch this. We about to get hit in 3, 2, 1. Maybe not. Oh, that was a lily pad. Never mind. There we go. Oh, I must have landed right on top of him. Oh my gosh. It ripped my lure in half. I must have landed directly on top. I tell you what, this is kind of what a beetle spin normally is. I'm just gonna cast out in that same spot instead of taking time. And I bet. There we go. We got one. Oh, spat it out. Oh my gosh. Whatever we got right there is aggressive. What in the world has happened here? Oh my gosh. They are everywhere and they are loving it. There we go. There we go. Finally. Finally. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So this wasn't planned, but I've been looking for one of these for the pool pond. So this is, we call them goggle eye. They're also known as red eye sunfish. So I brought the live well with me just in case we caught one. But here we go. We got this. This is going to go in the pool pond. So I guess you guys are going to get a little sneak peek of the pool pond early. All right, last thing I want to do before we got to pack it in, I want to do the beetle spin with that swim bait and see if that works. Ah, caught my line up. Oh, there we go. Watch this. Watch this. There we go. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told you. Oh, I knew it. I knew that cast was going to be it. And this one is much prettier. It's got a lot more yellow to it. We might just keep both of them, but we'll I'll get on the land and we'll make a final decision. Ooh, actually, looks like he's got a bite through his fin. I'm just going to release this one, but pretty fish. See him go. There he goes. Awesome. Now we can go ahead and start heading in. Ooh, it is beautiful out here. But we need to go ahead, unpack everything, and fold this sucker back up. Hopefully we can get it just as small as when we started. With everything packed up, it's time for us to head home and release this fish into the pool pond. All right, here is our goggle eye. We'll release him. He's probably just gonna take a second. I had to run him real quick from the car, which isn't too far away, but looks like he's recovering just fine.
It's real hard to see with this flash, but he's down there at the bottom. He has not floated up. I'm gonna keep checking on him to make sure, but I think he's gonna be fine. It's been a few days since I've added that goggle eye, and I haven't seen him yet, but I also haven't seen him floating. So I don't think that he died. I think he's hiding underneath there. I'm not gonna spoil the next pool pond video, but if you guys can't tell, this water is crystal clear, and these fish are super aggressive. If you haven't seen some of the shorts that I've posted, these guys are hyper aggressive feeders, so definitely go check those out. But anyways, guys, as always, Jesus loves you, I love you, and have a great day. Make sure you like the video and make sure you're subscribed, because next time we're going to be taking out some homemade baits and we're going to be catching some big fish this time. And on top of that, we've also got the pool pond video coming early September, and you're not going to want to miss that. And if you want to support the channel even further, consider getting one of these foldable kayaks using my link in the description down below.